Memphis Grizzlies fired Taylor Jenkins after leading them to the 5th seed in the Western Conference currently, but why? What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Wrong vs. Right. I'm your host, Jay. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below and hit that button. Today, we're talking about the Memphis Grizzlies. They just fired their head coach, Taylor Jenkins, after leading them to a 5th seed in the Western Conference, which is hard to do because the West is stacked. But the question that everyone must be asking is why? You have one of the best records in the West. You have a talented, competitive roster. So what could possibly be the reason for that? Shams Charania gave us some insight, basically saying that Taylor Jenkins had lost the locker room, which translates to the players are not buying into what Taylor Jenkins is selling them. They've had a few bad losses recently, and the Grizzlies obviously thought this was the best move for their organization going forward. However, I just disagree. If you're the 5th seed in the West and the playoffs are going to start this month, I just don't see the rationale behind getting rid of your coach during this time. It may be a situation where the guys were like, hey, we like the assistant coach a little bit better than we like Taylor Jenkins. We like his approach more. We think we're more effective. So it's not like they're hiring somebody brand new, but it's kind of like they're punishing Taylor Jenkins for having a successful season thus far. So can the Grizzlies interim head coach, Tomas, lead them in the playoffs? That remains to be seen. You still have Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey. They have some talent on this roster, but if the playoffs were to start today, they would match up with the Lakers, which I can almost guarantee you the Lakers are winning that series. So I guess my main takeaway from this whole situation is that, look, the Grizzlies were going home in the first round anyway if they're a matchup with the Lakers. But to me, if I'm the Grizzlies organization heading into the playoffs, I'd rather go with the guy who has the 3 years of experience being head coach, who's led me to a winning record all season, as opposed to the interim, assistant head coach. If you want to get rid of Taylor Jenkins, fine, but just do it in the offseason. No coach is perfect, all coaches make mistakes, but this guy has a winning record. And I do think that he gives the Grizzlies the best chance, and that's strictly based off of his track record. He's been through wars with these guys. He knows them best, and sometimes players and coaches don't get along, but the good coaches and the good players are able to work through it, and there may be some irreconcilable differences, but I would rather address those in the offseason as opposed to right before the playoffs. It kind of reminds me of the Adrian Griffith situation with the Milwaukee Bucks. He had a winning record and he got fired. They were a playoff team for sure, still got fired. Time will tell to see how this decision plays out for the Grizzlies. I predict they're getting a bounce in the first round. You heard it here first. But I may be wrong. But hey, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below and hit that button. Everybody can't be wrong. Everybody can't be right. I'm out.